Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the orientation program of the world's largest student-driven consultancy, 180 Degrees Consulting, Kirorimal College. We are overwhelmed by the kind of response that you guys have shown for our orientation program, and it has motivated us to work harder towards achieving our goals. Before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Pratyush Vij, and I am a senior consultant at 180 Degrees Consulting, Kirorimal College. I'm sure you guys must be having a lot of questions in your mind regarding the working of the organization. Like, what is 180 DC? What work do we do? How do we inspire the organizations that we work with? And most importantly, how to enter into this society? Don't worry, we have got you guys covered through our orientation progress, and we'll be discussing each and everything in detail. Before we begin, here's a small video for you guys that will give you an understanding of what 180 DC is and how it impacts the lives of students like you and me.
Do you want to make a big difference to the lives of others?
Do you want to exercise real leadership?
Do you want to receive free training and mentoring from world-leading consulting organizations? Do you want to socialize with like-minded people?
Hundreds of university students from around the globe are working on consulting engagements right now.
They're working with socially conscious organizations to help them overcome the challenges they're facing.
We have worked with Red Cross on increasing levels of blood donation.
We've worked with Viola Vitalis in Bangladesh to help combat arsenic poisoning.
We've worked with AfriCap in Mauritius to help improve microfinance programs.
We've worked with The Big Issue on improving their business strategy.
We've worked with A21 in Ukraine to help provide employment to women subjected to sex slavery.
We're called 180 Degrees Consulting, and we're the world's largest student-driven consultancy.
It is a great opportunity for students to get practical experience that is manageable alongside full-time study.
We ensure our work is of the highest quality through a rigorous selection process, a tailor-made consulting methodology, and professional training for all our consultants.
180 Degrees is one of the few organisations that is legitimately thoughtful and novel.
We select the most talented university students, provide them with professional consulting training, and then we work with socially conscious organisations to help them overcome challenges they're facing. If you're a talented and committed student, we encourage you to apply to be a 180 Degrees consultant.
So before starting, let me introduce myself. I am Jia Asija, a senior consultant at 180 Degrees Consulting, Kirorimal College. So now let's begin with the formal orientation. So everyone right here usually consult a doctor during an illness? Yes. So basically, a consultant is a person who provides professional or expert advice in a particular field of science or business to either an organization or an individual. Now, you might be thinking what consulting is actually. So consulting is the process of helping clients solve their most pressing business problems or issues. Consultants are enablers. We as consultants work across a wide range of roles, industries, and geographies to apply our methods of analyzing information and to identify a new positive way forward for our clients. Over to you, Gorisha.
Thank you, Zia. Hello, everyone. I'm Gorisha, and I'm currently serving as a senior consultant here at 180 DC KMC. Now, since you all have a fair idea of what consulting is all about, I'll tell you about what 180 Degrees Consulting actually is and what we as consultants do here. 180 Degrees Consulting is the world's largest student-run consultancy which provides pro bono services to socially conscious organizations. Our aim is to provide high-quality, affordable consultancy services to the organizations we collaborate with. 180 DC connects the untapped capabilities of top university students with the unmet needs of socially conscious organizations. The process is mutually beneficial as it is portrayed in the slide here. The organizations get custom solutions to problems they are facing, and we as university students get work experience, professional training, first-hand exposure to nonprofits and social enterprises, real leadership development, and the opportunity to make a difference. I would now request Harsheen to take over.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Harsheen, a senior consultant in the team. So before we get into the specifics of our branch, I'd like to mention a few things about the global presence of 180DC. Set up in 2010 in Australia, 180DC is an umbrella organization that now operates in more than 35 countries around the world and works from over 150 branches. With branches present in top universities like Oxford, Harvard, LSE, it has completed around 6,000 projects over these 12 years. We provide high quality consulting services to social impact organizations so they can improve and expand on their services. We have reached and worked with organizations like Amnesty International, UNHRC, Red Cross, among other eminent names. The team has also curated several resources on a variety of topics that are free to use and can very well be utilized to amplify your skills. Rasika, you can now take forward the orientation.
Thank you, Hershey. Hi guys, I'm Rasika Agrawal, a senior consultant in 180DC. Now, most of you would be wondering about the significance of this organization. You must be seeing so many opportunities around you for your development and growth. But why 180DC? Why should you choose us? Why is this opportunity for you? Let me tell you. 180 degrees not only gives you the much needed corporate exposure, but also helps you to create an impact on the society by developing your leadership and communication skills, as it requires them to stick up and take initiative. Along with that, it affects the nonprofits as it provides them with affordable consulting services and helps them grow and expand their operations. Samarth, you can take over.
I would like to walk you through the immense benefits that one receives after being a part of 180DC Society. Here at 180DC KMC, you learn various soft skills like communication, problem solving, leadership, and many more. Being an international organization, it gives you an overall corporate exposure and also adds loads of brownie points to your CV. While working with various clients, it gives you unmatched experience and expertise. Overall, it is an opportunity for you all to develop yourself and your profile. The rookie consultants in 180 do not need to worry about the know-hows of the field. We are guided by a board of mentors who share information about their career path and provide guidance and motivation to all the members. We will be having mentors from top consulting firms and management institutions like IIM Ahmedabad, Indore, Faculty of Management Studies, Grail Insights, BCG, and KPMG. Apart from helping the consultants explore opportunities, the mentors also provide inputs whenever they are stuck with issues pertaining to a client to ensure project completion. The following slides contains the names and companies of our mentors this session. Our alumni are a living proof that 180 Degrees Consulting, Kirodimal College, enriches one's caliber and lets him or her reach greater heights. This would enable you to help connect with people who have experience in consulting and are already in top management institutions of the nation. I would like to welcome one of our consulting directors, Akul Dua, currently placed at Bain Capability Network, which is one of the top consulting companies in the world.
So hi guys, before joining, I'd like to just request you everyone to just turn on your cameras. That would be great. Right, so others as well. So hi guys, first of all, welcome to Recruitment College. And I hope you must have got a bit of just what 180DC is. So my inclination towards consulting started to develop when I joined consulting, that is 180 Consulting. And we, the CT members, were the first group of junior consultants to be hired. So whenever you sit for the placement, the process is generally CV shortlisting and then a couple of interviews. So in a couple of interviews, generally the employers tend to give you some brownie points for having a past experience in the role you're applying at. So for me, it was consulting. So the employer maybe consciously or unconsciously gave me some brownie points. I wouldn't say that the entire process is just filtered with your prior experience, but yes, it does give you some points. And this, they also look for some other things which you'll develop over the period of time. But surely 1DC helped me. It It allowed me to get a hands-on experience on live projects, both for the corporates as well as non-for-profit organizations. And yes, so that's something. Now, Pratik, it's over to you.
So, well, apart from consulting, we also have alumni placed for different roles. And an example set by our own president, Aramya Jaiswal, currently placed at DE Shaw as Financial Research Associate.
Hi everyone, my name is Aramya Jaiswal. I am the president for 180 Degrees Consulting KMC branch for this session. So Akul just shared his experience and he told how he could get into one of the world's finest and topmost consulting firms, Bain Capability Network. And not just Akul, we also have our other directors, our client services directors, Kushagra Heja, who is a part of Accenture Strategy and Consulting, and also our another client services director, Pratik Arora, who has received an offer letter from LEK Capability Network. So when you research a little about consulting firms, you will get to know that these are the world-renowned names and these are recruiters everybody aims for. And my peers, I would say, were able to get into these firms seamlessly because of their experience working at 180 DC. And personally speaking for myself, I got an offer letter from a finance firm, and this is a testimony to how working at 180 DC won't just help you hone your skills as a consultant, but will also provide you with, the confidence and the talking points for an interview. So I was able to confidently interact with my interviewers, and as a result of which I got selected in a very reputed finance firm. And not just finance or consulting, but we also have our vice president Raghav Sapra and our marketing and outreach director Jaspreet Kaur, who were able to secure offer letters from one of the top audit firms in the world, Deloitte USI, as a result of their experience working at 180 Degrees Consulting. So I think that my experience working here for almost 3 years now has been very, very fruitful. And as a result of which you not only develop the confidence, but you are able to interact with the interviewer because you have a lot of things on your CV and a lot of experiences and real life and situations from which you've learned. So I feel that it has been an excellent opportunity for me. Thanks.
I would like Sejal to continue from here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sejal and I'm serving as a senior consultant in 180 Degrees Consulting. I'll run you through the list of services that we provide to our clients. The first service that we offer is primary and secondary research. We conduct specialized and targeted research on behalf of our clients to formulate effective planning strategies and work plans, identify potential threats and opportunities, or spot emerging trends in the industry concerned. We also conduct competitive analysis for our clients. A competitive analysis is a strategy that involves researching major competitors to gain insight into their products, sales, and marketing tactics. Our team helps organizations to identify what a competitor is doing right, where they're falling short, and also provide a benchmark against which they can measure growth. Now, generating funds for its activities is one of the most crucial parts of a nonprofit organization. Under fundraising strategies, we formulate plans through different approaches to ensure stability and sound financial planning of our clients. Another service that we offer is CSR pitch development. So for those who do not have an idea, essentially a corporate social responsibility pitch is a presentation deck wherein NGOs pitch their organization, an idea or a project to corporates and other investors in order to garner funds or support from them. We at 180 DC help these organizations in remodeling their pitch decks or create it from scratch. Under recruitment strategy, 180 DC advises its clients on the best and most suitable talent acquisition practices in order to find the right human capabilities, skills, and talent for an organization to reach greater heights. In today's generation, social media marketing has become a necessary tool for every business. It has almost become essential for every business to have a digital presence in order to promote its products and sustain itself in a highly competitive environment. Our digital marketing techniques help expand the client's brand awareness, cement its reputation as a leader in its niche, and create cost-effective and profitable outcomes. So these were some of the deliverables that we offer to our clients. However, we are not confined to this list and also offer services that are tailored according to the needs of our clients. Dhruv will be taking the orientation further.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dhruv Kapoor, a senior consultant at 180 Degrees Consulting KMC. So, since its inception, we as 180 DC KMC have worked with a variety of national and international social organizations, startups, consulting firms, and more. All these collaborations proved to be highly successful and contributed immensely to our learning and development. For example, Provisor is a research based management consulting firm with which we engaged in a live project wherein the consultants worked in a real time environment for a certain period of time to gain industrial experience as well as insights. KLNA is another feather in our cap. Based out of Crisis Struck Lebanon, it is an independent, volunteer based initiative. Over the past year, they have helped more than 10,000 vulnerable individuals with food, rent, and medication. By understanding the various problems that they faced, the team performed a targeted research and was able to provide them with feasible and executable strategies, leading to successful completion of the project. Urja Energy, an all-women NGO based out of Uttar Pradesh, is another milestone of our journey, where we not only facilitated financial independence, meaningful work, and growth opportunities to more than 100 women of small towns, but were also able to create a significant social impact for the associated women by providing them with more than 15 fundraising opportunities. 180 Degrees Consulting has had the privilege of working closely with its next client, an Indian edtech startup named Secure Learning. The learning system was used by more than 100,000 mid school students and 50,000 preschool students. Being a competitive business, it provided a medium to our consultants to bring about substantial changes in their work and performance. The team conducted an analysis of Secure Learning's competitor in the edtech space, as well as prepared a professional communicate for them. All these are just a small preview of the variety of work we are doing and the kind of contribution we are trying to make. As you can clearly see on the screen, we have done various other projects and live projects. Fueled by our mission of working with real-time clients and solving their in-hand problem, the aim has always been to make a significant social impact and to help our consultants gain practical experience. Additionally, the process of client acquisition is indeed an interesting one, as it provides exposure and networking opportunities for the whole team.
Events are an integral part of any society, and so is for 180 Degrees Consulting Kirolimo College. Ignite 180 is the annual flagship event of 180 Degrees Consulting, a competition to assess candidates' consulting acumen and their ability to critically analyze problems, was conducted by 180 DC KMC in the first week of September 2022. Over 350 teams participated in the competition. The event was organized into two parts. The first one included a speaker session, and the second one was a case study round. The second round, wherein the candidates were given a real-life business problem, was faced by one of our own clients. The teams were expected to come up with a feasible solution. Over to you, Harsheen.
So 180 DC's consultants are not only limited to working on the live projects, but the society also has interactive workshops and webinars on a multitude of topics ranging from client acquisition, finance, entrepreneurship, and more regularly conducted for them. This is to equip the members with knowledge and skills that are convenient to use while working on live projects and consulting various organizations. Everyone realizes that sessions on topics like decoding placement interviews, CV building and LinkedIn, etc. are crucial for any student. These workshops also offer the consultants an opportunity to network with people from the professional world and the fields that interest them. And to state the obvious, we have similar sessions brewing for the members post-recruitment.
Hi guys, I will quickly take you through the hierarchy of the organization and help you understand it better. At top comes the president, who is the head of the society and who looks over and manages all the functionings of the organization. The vice president assists society and ensures smooth functioning and communication while coordinating with the departments and the society as a whole. The consulting director is involved in the curation of ideas and solutions offered to the clients and looks after the enrichment and growth of the team. The operations and partnerships director manages the logistical functioning of the organization as well as partnerships and collaborations with other branches and societies. The client services director is responsible for managing smooth communications with the clients and offering deliverables. They ensure the quality of services being provided and prioritize the satisfaction of the client. The marketing and outreach director manages the expansion and development of the society and its social media handles.
I would like to welcome one of our another client service directors, Pratik Arora, placed at LEK Capability Network.
So, hi guys, my name is Pratik and I'm currently serving as a client service director at 180. So, first of all, congratulations on making it to Crodimal College and thank you for joining in today for the orientation. So, being a part of a consulting organization gives you an upper hand when you sit for interviews to get into top consulting firms. So, the exposure at 180 DC is unparalleled because you get to work with a variety of clients ranging from NGOs to startups to even international organizations, and we provide different types of services, so the exposure that you get in every area is great and it will help you to improve your confidence and tackle interviews with great ease. So I personally have vouched for 180 and I hope to see great enthusiasm in the forms and hoping to see you all join the society very soon. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So the interaction that I had here at 180 DC with my peers, seniors, and most importantly the client, it really gave me that confidence of openly sharing my views and opinions. And when I faced those interviews, those cases, and those questions, and those small instances, and those real-time cases really helped me in getting through. And when I was interacting with the interview, he was a lot impressed with whatever I was telling, since the solutions I was telling was very much based on real-time analysis. So I can definitely give credit for that to 180 DC for enhancing my skills and for providing me with such an amazing practical exposure.
So now we are going ahead with the road ahead. We are currently looking forward to taking up more diverse and technical projects in the form of live projects to enhance our research base. We are also looking forward to collaborating with international NGOs to increase our reach and network. We would like to conduct more workshops to refine the abilities of contents and thus broadening our client services. We would be organizing various events under Ignite 180, such as case study competitions, boot camps, speaker sessions that are both fun and educational at the same time. I would like Dhruv to take up the orientation.
All right. So over the years, we have had many achievements and won various prizes. We also sent teams to various case study competitions happening across the DU circuit. Recently, a team of 4 consultants represented 180 DC KMC at Connect 180, a flagship case study competition at Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, and members of our team secured the first as well as the second position there.
So, you all are now well aware of the formal working of the society. But that is definitely not all that we hold for our members. We are not just a mere college society. We promise you an experience beyond one's professional and academic aspirations. We at 180 DC KMC are not just a team of consultants, but a family of fun loving people. Our tenure is packed with informal team meetups covering everything from a freshers to a farewell, where we assure you a safe space to build healthy connections with your fellow teammates. A glimpse of these gatherings is portrayed here. I would now request Pratyush to take forward the presentation.
The recruitment procedure for 180 degrees consultant has been designed keeping in mind that not only serves your current needs, but also helps you in your future process. There are 3 stages in the recruitment procedure. The first is the application form. The application form link has been shared in the chat box and will also be uploaded at our social media handles right after this orientation. The deadline to submit the application form is 17th November, end of the day. The next, the candidates who are shortlisted after this application form will be moved to the next round, which is the case study session. The case study round is the round that I would like to talk about and lay our emphasis on. Case study what? The case study and the case study competition is a word that you might have come across by now. If you guys have not, I would like to give a brief introduction about them. A case study is basically a problem statement that can be ranging for any diverse field, from business to PR to social. It can be any problem statement that can be given to you. So usually at these case study competitions, you have to come up with logical and creative solutions at the end of them. We are planning to keep a case study session where we will be teaching you the basics of case solving. You guys might be wondering that what is the importance of these case study competitions. So I would like to outline these importance in 3 major points. Number 1, it will enhance your critical thinking, logical ability, and decision-making skills, which you will not be needing not only in your college, but after your college as well. Second, internships. Internships are the most important part of anyone's college. The top recruiters hire their interns through the case study competitions. They also sponsor case study competitions through which they take interns. I myself got an internship through a case study competition. So therefore, after a case study session, we'll be keeping a case study round where you guys will be given a case study for which you have to come up with the solutions. The case study will be rolled over on 23rd and you have to submit the solutions by 27th. I know by now you guys might be starting feeling intimidated about this long process. But one thing to be keeping in mind is that this is one thing that you will remember forever. This is one thing that you need in college. Either you learn it today or tomorrow. You guys have to learn it. So we are providing you with that opportunity to learn this skill and hone your skills for your future. This case study round is not at all a very technical round. I know many of you might be thinking that we don't have that technical skills to come up and take part in it. But believe me, guys, when I say this with full honesty, that we are not looking at individuals who already have those technical skills. Even if you are someone who don't have those technical skills, we are ready to teach you those skills right from the scratch. So that is the importance of a society. If you already have those skills, then no point joining the society. Therefore, you are here to learn and grow and grow. That your learning curve at 180 DC should be an upward curve. The case study round, after we have the case study round, the top 3 entries will be given a direct entry into the society, and the rest will be moving to a platform for the placement interviews. That will be the combined interviews, which will be starting from 12th of December. The venue for the same will be notified later. But this is the recruitment procedure, and now the platform stands open for the questions, and we will be more than happy to answer your questions in detail.
The first question is from Mehak Singh. She says, could you please elaborate on how many hours are needed per week as well as the training process? Who would like to take this up?
Hey, so hi Mehak, Ramya this side. There is no stipulated limit to the amount of hours that you will have to put per week. But there are a few things that you can definitely rest assured about. Firstly, it's that all of us are college students and we know that we are all involved in a multitude of activities. So 180 DC will for sure not be your only engagement. So in that case, you will have ample time to put your efforts and energies into other activities and other academic as well as non-academic commitments. And otherwise, in case you've been allotted to a task, then you might need to fulfill that task within the given deadline. But in that case too, we follow a system of volunteerism where you're not asked to do a task unless and until you volunteer to do the task. So in case you feel that you're available, you can definitely volunteer for the task, and then you will be allotted a deadline and you will have to complete the task following that. And if we really have to come down to a number, then per week the work does not exceed 7 to 8 hours. So that means in a day a commitment of 1 hour or 2 hours is enough for you. And in case you do not have a task at hand, that might be even less than 7 to 8 hours. So I hope that answers your questions, and if you have any follow-ups, you can just write it in the chat box.
Also, we encourage guys to unmute yourself and you can ask your question. You can unmute and go ahead one by one.
Right. Till then, moving ahead with the next question. Raghav has asked, can this interview be online? Pratish, would you like to take this?
Yeah, so we are planning to keep this interview online only. The venue for the same would be disclosed later. But yeah, we will keep in mind all your requirements and it will be planned accordingly. We will notify you later the exact venue before the the interviews.
I hope that answers your question, Raghav. Moving ahead, Sneha is asking, could you please repeat the last part of the recruitment process?
Okay, fine. So I will explain you once again the last portion. So after the case study round, the top 3 entries will be given the direct entry into the society. The rest of the shortlisted candidates will be moving towards the panel interviews, which are scheduled from 12th. I hope that answers your question. If you still have a doubt, you can raise your hand and you can unmute yourself and ask the question. I see Shivam raising the hand. Yeah, go ahead, Shivam.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask, what is the strength of the whole 180 DC club at any given moment in time? That's it. So how many total members are there working?
Okay, so I would like to take this. We have right now a group of 30 to 35 people there in the organization, and we usually have this number only between 30 to 40. I hope that answers this question. Anyone else? Anyone else can continue to raise hands and ask questions, or you can drop in your questions in chat box also. I see Mehek question. Thank you for answering the question. Can you shed some light on the training process too? Who would like to take this question?
Hi, Mehak. So the training process is a very continuous process here at 180 Degrees Consulting. So there is no stipulated time period like if it's 1 week or 2 weeks, but in the initial phase of being after you get recruited into 180 DC, of course there will be certain workshops, but these workshops keep happening throughout the year. So for example, if you have a task related to client acquisition, then you will be taught about your conversations with the client and other documents that you need to share as and when we start with the process. So it is not a very definite time period, but yes, you will get into the working of 180 DC and you will start with the practical working as a consultant as soon as you join with the position.
The next question is from Priyanshu Jaha. He says, if we do not have a CV because we are in the first sem, how would we able to make an effective CV?
Hi, Pranshu. So basically, there are a lot of templates available online for building a simple CV. So since you are just a fresher, so we won't expect you to have a very detailed CV with a lot of achievements because it does take time to build a CV. But you can just enter in your academic records, your achievements in school, or other extracurricular activities in your CV. So there are a lot of templates available online, and all of the templates are welcome. And in case you do get to join 180 Degrees Consulting, we will definitely provide you with the necessary resources and the training to build your own CV. So yeah, so for now, we will require you to submit a CV in the PDF format. So for that, you could definitely look into some online resources and build a very simple CV, which would work.
Adding to what Aramya said, one thing you guys, I already mentioned in the recruitment procedure, we are not looking for someone who already has a background on this CV. Somebody is a individual who is learning, willing to learn. We are more than happy to recruit you here. We'll be teaching you everything here.
Also coming to a very important question raised by Parth, if 180 DC is answerable to some other authority. So Parth, as we did cover in the orientation as well, So we are a branch of 180 Degrees Consulting as a whole. So this 180 Degrees Consulting is based out of Australia, and we are the Kirorimal branch. And so are other branches of various other colleges in Delhi University, as well as other colleges throughout India. So per se, in our day-to-day workings, we are not answerable to them, and we have the opportunity to work on whatever projects we wish to, but there has to be there are certain guidelines which we do need to follow as per the global team. And apart from that, like any other college society, we are always and we will always be accountable to the college for providing you guys with the best opportunities, as well as for rightfully collaborating with our clients. So these are just certain authorities that we are answerable to. But all in all, neither does the global team or the college authority. They do not interfere into the day-to-day working of 180 Degrees Consulting KMC.
I hope that
Ritin has
answers.
raised his hand. I think you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello everyone, my name is Ritin. So the question for you all is that what type of questions will be asked in the case study round? Because I'm from a mathematics honor, so I've never solved any case study. So will it be an advantage for those who are from a commerce background, or will it be normal for both the streams?
Okay, so Ritin, in case Ritin, in case you get selected for the application form shortlisting, you will be having a case study session wherein we'll be explaining to you the specifics of how a case study works and what is required in a case study. So I don't think that it should be a problem. You'll be explained how it works in the case study session itself.
Adding to what Sejal said, one thing that I would like to mention, the case study competitions are not restricted to commerce background, and they don't have any edge. Even the top engineering college nowadays have the case study competition. DTU has their team. Even 180 Degrees is present at IIT Madras, BHU. So all of these engineering colleges, commerce colleges, humanities colleges, they all have these case study competitions organized. So solving a case study doesn't require your commerce skills. All it requires is your logical thinking and creative ability that we'll be teaching you through the case session.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right. And guys, like we can see a lot of questions about the case study competitions and case study session and the case study round. So for that, all of you can rest assured that we have a very comprehensive case study session planned for you all, and we will be covering all the basics that you need to know. And you need not worry, it's not going to be a very high level case study solving session. It is for beginners, and it will be very beginner friendly for you to adapt to. So you need not worry about that. Even if you belong from humanities background or from STEM background, you will be able to easily understand the case study problems and solve them. So per se, like I can see in a question that if there are any disadvantages for students from the humanities background. So no, there are actually no disadvantages as such. You will be able to adapt very well to whatever case problem we throw at you after you go through the case session that we have planned for you.
Just adding to that, I am also from the humanities background, so I don't feel there are any challenges for a humanities student to adapt to case studies.
Okay, Mehek asks, how was your experience as part of this organization? What kind of activities were you exposed to, and what kind of competitions happen apart from client consultation?
Okay, anybody's taking, or should I take?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the consultants are not only limited to working on the live projects, but we also have a lot of workshops that keep on happening on a variety of topics, and the consultants also have an opportunity to talk to the speakers, network with them. Apart from workshops and live projects, the team also is sent to a lot of case study competitions to expose you to the environment. Yeah, and there are a lot of other opportunities like this. You can make a lot of friends here. network with people from a variety of courses. So be assured of it. There are a lot of opportunities in this cell.
Yeah, and adding on to that, talking about the activities apart from client consultation, you will get an experience of event management over here, as we do conduct an annual event by the name of Ignite 180. Moreover, we do send consultants as representing the 180 DC KMC branch in other colleges, and we also encourage our consultants to take part in company-wide events like Bain conducts an event by the name of Brain Wars. Deloitte also conducts GSM. So it is not directly related to 180 degrees consulting, but talking about my experience, my seniors from 180 helped me a lot during these competitions, and we are also helping our juniors throughout all this. So yeah, the experience has been wonderful over here, and the opportunities are enormous.
Right. To take the next question, Nishant is asking, can you please elaborate on how 180 DC will be shortlisting the candidates?
Okay, I would like to take this question. Okay, so Nishant, there's no set criteria that we're following. We're looking at top technical skills. We are looking at confident individuals, be the best versions of yourself, express out yourself. We're looking for individuals who can give out time to our organization. Not by time, I meet a committed time. When you're giving your time, it should be only the organization. You obviously are engaged in a lot of activities. We highly appreciate that. We don't have any problem. But what we require is a group of confident individuals who are ready to learn and learn and learn. That's all what I would like to say. There's no set criteria that we are following for recruiting the candidates.
Also, adding on to that, you also must have a basic knowledge about what 180 DC actually is. So, yes, that's all.
Do you have any more questions? Or we can wrap this session. Okay, there's a question from Parth. Is there anything else which you can recommend based on your experience for someone who wishes to pursue a career in management consulting? Like a course, professional degree, work, society, or activity?
Okay, I would like to take this question. Hi Parth. So any course or professional degree per se, you can go ahead and do a lot of courses on Coursera, or you will get a lot of degree courses, but that will add only a bit to your knowledge. But apart from that, I think 180 DC is the society which will give you a very good exposure for consulting. Apart from that, any other activity, case study competitions, as I mentioned, will be a brownie point for you if you do those. Rest, management consultancy and consultancies are almost related. You need to work for a cat, and then you have to clear that and go ahead, cat, GMAT, whatever you wish to go for. So therefore, that answers the question. I hope if you have other query, you can just post it in the chat box or unmute yourself. I see a question of Gursimran again. Please provide some examples of case studies. Okay, as Anamya mentioned that we have a case session planned for you guys on 22nd of November. So we will be covering each and every aspects about case studies there. As I mentioned, it will be a very fruitful session. So please do join that session to know the basics of case solving and guesstimates. And one thing that I can vouch for is that nobody is going to teach you the way we are from scratch, and we'll be teaching the everything that we know out of case.
Alright guys, the link for the recruitment form as well as our other social media links are in the chat box. You can check out our LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram as well. And we'll be updating you on Instagram as well for whatever for the upcoming recruitment process.
Is there any other question that you guys have, or we can wrap up this session? If you have any other questions post this orientation, you can feel free to reach out us through on WhatsApp, or you can even give a call. Even if you have any questions right now, you can raise your hand, or Pranjal has a question. What's the intake? Are you asking about the number of the candidates that we'll be recruiting? Okay. As I mentioned, there's no set limit to it. But usually we have a team of 30 to 40 members every time, but that's not a benchmark. We can even exceed that limit by a bit. Anyone else who would like to ask any question to us? And you can ask any question. It doesn't mean that it has to be related to 180 DC only. If you have other queries as well, you can go ahead and ask. So seeing none, this means that we can wrap up the session. If anybody has any question, he can or she can raise your hands, or we can wrap up the session. Okay, seeing none, with this, we come to an end of this orientation program. Feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any queries. I hope you guys enjoy our filling out our application forms, and just be the best versions of yourself. Come here, express, and don't get intimidated. I know process can get a bit tiring right now because you all have a lot of forms to fill. Uh, but we all have been in the same shoes. So one thing that I can say is, out of this recruitment process, when you come out, you will be a bit more confident individual, and you will get to know yourself a lot better than before. So that's all that I would like to share. Uh, that's it from our side. So with this, we come to an end of this orientation. You guys can log off.